Oh, hey there. Today, you probably came to this video wanting a tutorial. And I'm not going to be giving you a tutorial. I'm going to be giving you the tutorial of how to make cinematic tutorials. It's a bit kind of trippy in the head, but I think this is going to come out really good. And let's just start it, I guess, with the first tip. So, tip number 1 is transitions. Now, you have something in your scene, and then you go like this. So you can see here now I've transitioned into this scene by just sticking you into my forehead. Now the reason that looks seamless, I guess you could say, is because it is moving between something that looks the same and then it goes to something that pretty much looks the same also, but then you have like, that kind of stuff. Obviously that's so wrong to do. Please don't do that in your videos. Ready for this? Boom. Oh shoot. Boom. Now the next thing is lighting, okay? You can see this lighting now. Thank you, Creeper. You can see this lighting right now has a light source from here, bit of a shadow, and it doesn't look too shabby. And it looks a bit cinematic, okay? And that meaning it looks a bit dramatic. Okay, so if I would too, here, let's just put the light like right on top of my camera. Now my whole face is lit completely and it looks well, okay? This is like a beauty shot, you could call it. But you're not really getting, here's my microphone, but you're not really getting the more dramatic look of like the shadow casting on the face that you might want for a dramaticer scene in your cinematic sequence. So, without further ado, I don't know, whatever, let's get to the next tip. Now, this tip is more revolving around, let's get some lighting, the fact that you should have different types of shots in your sequence. So, here, and I'm not talking about like having a different shirt on or whatever jacket, but this is also useful, and it can give diversity. You want really diversity. That's what I'm trying to say here, okay? Diversity. So how do you get diversity? You get different shots, or you get different clothes or different areas, whatever it is, and that really makes the person sort of feel like, they're going through your whole day, sort of. It's like a vlog, you could call it, and it's not just like, whoa. It's not just getting a shot, like sitting here, okay, so you want to go like that and like that. No, you want to move around, you want to give the audience the feeling that they're there, okay? And also widening the lens helps sometimes, but you see I'm just moving around here. Now, obviously, I'm moving around here a bit too much, so yeah, I need to work on that to move a bit less, because it's probably annoying. So, that's that tip, and I wished I had audio in this shot, but you could also go outside and, go outside, pretty much. That's very important. Do stuff, show people stuff, and pretty much make them feel more at home. More comfortable watching you. Talking about comfortable, let's move to the next transition. Talking smoothly, talking nicely. Not yelling, you want to talk calmly, you want to explain, you want to still portray emotion without annoying the viewer. This isn't an action movie, this is a tutorial, okay? Now, talking about tutorials, let's sort of give you guys a little treat. Let's give you, the viewer, a treat, because you have been watching through this tutorial, so let's give you guys a treat. I'm doing a giveaway, and you can join it by doing 2 simple things. Subscribing, and leave a comment with the special tag that's in the description. You should find it there, and leave a comment with that tag. Probably you want to say something else, or else it's not going to work, so you need to say something else with the tag, whatever you want, and that's pretty much how you join. Now, let's try to get through the next tip. What transition should I use? Hair! Okay, so you're going to want to use practical effects. Practical lights, practical anything. It's really useful. What's the difference between a practical effect and a visual effect? I don't know if there's such thing as a visual effect, but I'm meaning here adding, in post. So when you add and post these cool subscribe things, which you should obviously do, and all these other stuff, you're giving the viewer quality stuff. You know, this is important, and it's also, it has its place. But another thing is doing, you see I have a lamp, oh my gosh, wait, over here, okay? That lamp doesn't need to be there, okay? I can turn that off, here. Here, now, okay, wait, now it's off, okay? And I can also change the amount of brightness, and you don't want it to be like this, okay? That is clipping. That's something called clipping. That means that it's overexposed, and I'm gonna put it around here. You can have part of it clipping, do whatever you want, but it's something nice to do it like this. It makes it look higher quality, and it's really easy. So that's something. That's just with like a dimmer. My specific light bulb has an app, but you can do it with a normal dimmer, whatever. Now, with this tip, practical lights, you want to be careful because having too many practical lights is bad. But also, having too many practical stuff is bad. But I think a lot of people just don't have any practical effects, so you should probably start adding a couple if it's a microphone inside of the shot like this, you know, without the cable, obviously. Nobody likes cables. Okay, no, that's not gonna work, fine, whatever, but you want to do something like that. And talk about microphone, let's do a transition. Okay, now the next tip is contrast. Now, not the typical contrast, you know, it's the color contrast. So I just searched up here a Google search teal, and I got this little thing, okay, and you can't really see it so easily, but it's a little teal thing. So if you now literally put it just like close here, you can see that now I have some teal. Now you can put something like that in the background. Literally, this is just on a phone, and you should probably turn up the brightness as strong as you can, and especially if you have one of those new phones, they can get really bright, and you could use that as a practical light, or just as any type of light, whatever you want to call it, and it's going to be pretty useful, and you're going to get a lot of color contrast. That's obviously if you're using, you know, if you have orange in your shot, whatever, you can use a color wheel to see the opposite of what you're doing to get the most contrast out of it. Now, that's a tip that I really do love. So, if you guys like it too, leave a like on this video. Honestly, that's so wrong to do. Please don't do that in your videos. It's just, come on, oh, if you like this specific thing, then leave a like on this video. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't care if you like this tip. I care if you like, you know, the video. So if you like the video, like it. But if you like this tip, I guess leave a comment that you like this tip. Okay, now let's get to the final amazing tip that I think that's the most important. Time has come. This is the most important tip, okay? At least in my eyes, it is planning. I'm gonna go straightforward with you guys. Planning is the most important tip. Plan out your video. Make it, literally today, I thought about it for like 5 minutes, okay? I planned out sort of what I want to do. It doesn't need to be every single word, but you want your idea, at least, of the video, how it's gonna work, to be planned out. And if you enjoy planning stuff, then great for you. If you don't, too bad, because it's really important. So that is my most important tip for you guys. Now, if you guys like this video, like it, love the channel and everything, you should subscribe. Now, don't forget giveaway stuff, and I guess, see you guys. I literally put on 3 different types of jackets, so I would really appreciate it if you guys would leave me a comment of which jacket is your favorite, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye. Boom. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see a part 2, then leave a like. If we hit 20 likes, I guess, then I can make a part 2.